Hello, I'm Whisper. This is Dyson Sphere Program. Haven't been in here for a while. So, let's load our game where we were last. From memory, we were at the point where we need to start doing... We're running out of the resources, yeah. So it is a decision point here. What we can do is one of two things, sort of. And one of those things is we can import resources and keep this going, do all the manufacturing and everything here. Or we can basically turn around and say, hey, it's time to move off planet, which it pretty much is time to move off planet. And if we do that, then this just becomes a how do you put it? This just becomes a science and a moral planet. Everything really required is imported, like supermagnetic rings. These three things will be imported. All the stuff for our moor will be imported. We probably would not bother doing the foundations or the... Let's have a look. Yeah, we don't even have the stuff in the moor to do that right now. Or the... oh, what do you call them? Windmills. Wind turbines. So what we would probably should do, in fact what I think we will do, in retrospect doing this was a bad move, but it does do the purple sides, which is a good thing. However, honestly we should have done this on the other planet and just imported what we needed. The only thing we should make here would be probably plastic and graphene. Sorry, not graphene. What do we call it? Can't think of the word. Energetic graphite. Because those are really the only things we can make on this planet long term. If we look, coal, we've still got 5 million coal. Our iron ore is dropping, our copper ore is dropping, although quite frankly we'll run out of iron ore way before we run out of copper. So, let's look at this then. Don't need to worry too much about that at present. That one, 2000. We can leave that going and shift graphene and carbon nanotubes to another planet, like foundry slash what do we call it? Foundry slash factory planet. And then we just import what we need to here. Essentially, even better, technically we should probably import plastic to the other planet, export plastic, do the assembly there, and then import the particle broadbands here. Because when we think about it, that is essentially what we are doing here. And we should export organic crystal and import titanium crystal. after assembling off-planet. Oh well, currently this works as an interim. That's a little bit lacking there because we're probably running low on oil. Yeah, we are running low on crude oil. Because it's under one, and it really needs 3. Really needs 6 or something if I remember, or 5. That one comes up. Let's straighten this up. That one is 1.2 and it comes up to here. So we're feeding in basically 3, maybe close to 4. Nah, 3.5 when we really need 5 or 6. It's fixable. We just need to turn around and do a bit of messing around here. Alright. Let's look at the system. So we have 6 million coal system-wide, 7 million stone, 5 million titanium, 6 million silicon, 9 million iron. And I would suggest that most of that iron is here. Yeah, it's definitely not there, is it? Yeah, 9 million iron is there. And very little silicon. 1.5 million coal. Interesting. Alright, crude oil seep there, crude oil seep there, crude oil seep there. No more crude oil up here. Oh, there's quite a bit over this side, so we can definitely fill that up again with another 5 or so. Maybe 8 a second, just to top that up, which makes a certain amount of sense. There's another 3.3 there. We have the oil, we just don't have it going in. Alright, decision time. We need to take... Let's get back out here. What's this? Oh, that's thingery. Let's zoom in here. We still have only the single dark fog, which is a pain in the bum, of course. Let me guess, they're all over here having a party. 3 of them. Essentially, we need to finish securing our home planet, our jumpstart planet, which will become our more/science. This one will become our probably our foundry some factory, and then this one will have to be foundry some factory as well, because there's no point exporting silicon ore when you can assemble on site and just import iron plates for making assemblers, not assemblers, processors. Geez, that's about the only thing we can make on this planet. Anything to do with silicon. So it's going to become an assembler/factory planet. Sorry, not an assembler. A bit of foundry, a bit of factory, but mostly factory. This one is this one's not the closest either. Oh goodness me. I wonder if this is inside the limit of solar sails. If it is, it's got a good amount of stone. We can manage that. Yeah, better than there. So we can do electronics from here. Alright, let us... If we need to kick off the dark fog, then we are going to need a bunch of missiles. Which means we need to manufacture combustible units. Anything carbon based needs to be assembled here and exported. Since we have 3 here, I think I know where we're going to be doing our assembly. 3 things of coal. Technically somewhat messy. It will, however, be good because all of this will go. All of this will go. And we will be left... All of this is dead already. And that will give us space for doing more buildings. And putting the mall exporters along here probably. Alright, that's our decision. So, what we will do we have another oil over here? We probably don't. Goodness me. That one's going to run out of oil very quickly. It's already run out and idle. Oil, oil, oil. There's 1 there. Well, technically there's 3 there. And if these ones over here... These ones just get used to top up our organic crystal. That will get yellow science up and running faster. Okay. We will reload. Strategy. So, first... No, first we're not doing that. First... Come on. Get in there. You can tell it's been a long time since I played this. My fingers aren't on the right keyboard locations. Where are we? We want, let's say, no, let's say about 4 should be plenty. And perhaps a couple more for the other one down here. Alright, let's go here first. We will put these and feed them into here. Yes. That should cover. How is our power? Oh yeah, plenty. Charging accumulators, but what the heck. Alright. Huh? Which ones did I grab? Oh, I grabbed the refineries. Oops. Where are we? Go back. Yeah. We'll take all of you. Where was the other one? Down here. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Like I said, not really used to playing this game now. It's been a very busy few weeks over Christmas, New Year, so no real surprise as such. I guess I'll just throw that here, since there's no real reason not to. All right. Oh, what are you doing? It doesn't belong there. Strange. Oh. I really am out of practice. Let's try doing this. Oh. You are not exactly in the good spot for it. Where are we? Maybe. Perfect. Alright, that will get you back up to speed. Full tilt, there we are. Perfect, you've got plenty to go now. Let's go find these other ones. Where were they? Right, the refinery's up there. We have one there, we have others over here. We take them up and around. I think we may as well. How many do we have? Still 3? 4. If we do the whole shebang, there's 2 there, there was another one there, there's another one further down, wasn't there? A bit further, but here. Yes, okay. Alright, now I drop this up here. Helps to build the first part, doesn't it? Excellent. So technically 3, 6, 7, 8.5, 9.5, 10.5, 11.5, close to 12 a second down the one pipe. That should be plenty. And we can just take them straight up there, along and into the input to top things off. Right. Let's just plot it up here, I think. Oh, there's another crude oil seep. Huh? I'm crazy, I should have put those on. Why did I miss them? Done now. Now where? There. Well taken care of. I will save that. There's A because it's an interim. Now let's go look at dealing with this. Coal. This is going to be an interesting one. So, how many can we put on these? So what do we want out? We want Energetic Graphite. We want Combustible Units. And that's probably all we need. Thinking about it, yes. Which means we might be able to feed a whole bunch of miners off the same thing. Let's see. Oop. Miners, please. Three, 6. It's colliding with everything under the sun. 5. 9. That's technically 12. Nope, stop moving. Rotate. 13, 14, 15, 16. A second. And another 3. What is colliding? Can I? Technically I can slip. Can I get another one in there? Let's see. Ooh. Just barely. All right. Yes, I know doing that is a bit boring, but hey. Let's do this. Do it again. Yeah, get out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 3 8's a 24. 3 8's a 24. This is on average, so there's 24. If I can We can definitely put another... Yes, we can. What we'll do is we'll just sort of feed these into two sets of lines. One making our combustible units and one making graphene, energetic graphite. And this should be good. Come on, can I? No, we'll just do that. Four, six, seven. Can we get one more in here somewhere? We can, amazingly. Alright, that means to me we should be able to get 30 on a belt, which means what do we need? 3 seconds per means 3 makes 1, so that means probably a lot more than I want to put down. 15 would make 30. Ugh. We're not going to be able to keep up, basically. Unless we shove 10 miles long, which we could do, but ugh. Technically, we can put 10 miles long along here, and then flip something over and do 10 miles long along there. Put them in a ILS there waiting. Now about these 2 seconds per, so that means we need 60 smelters. And it will make 30 a second. No, it will make 15 a second output. So that means we only need 30, because we can only put in 30. Okay, 30 smelters. These smelters it is. Actually, no. That's the best way to do this. Do it one long, or we can do it doubled. Let's see what we can do in the way of a doubled. No. You are going to be awkward, aren't you? Alright, well, if that's the way it's going to be, then that's the way it's going to be. Oh, goodness me, were you already lacking? No. And if we put half of these feeding into here, then the other half can feed into whatever we use for combustible units. And since we are going to be doing it here, let us put our TLS, sorry, our ILS down in this location. Part 2. Alright, 30 of these. Blast that belt. Oops. Alright, that should go like the clappers. Let's just see. You should get 15 a second from here and probably 10 a second from here. Except that they're not 10 a second because those are only marked ones. Still, let's have a look and see what we have. Oh, I don't have any. Let's see. More time. Not two. Thanking you. Well, that does that. Let's have a look. We don't have any water there. All the graphene is gone. What is that? Graphene? Graphene. We have literally no need for that tank. How's this looking? 900. Yeah, divide that by 60 is 15 a second. And this one is 450, which makes sense because it's running at 0.75 instead of 1. That will do enough anyway. Nice how the old energetic graphite is jumping through the ceiling. What do I leave that there? Go away. Alright, let's go find our box of shame, which I believe is here. Okay, I need to make more missiles. Sorry, missile turrets. Where is a good place to make missile turrets? Can I slot it in here? And probably, before I even make missile turrets, let us make the not the fractionators, we've got those. Ah, are you telling me I don't have a... Looks like I don't have a tiny one for making planetary defense, which is a bit odd to me. Planetary shield. Oh, that's not going to get made. That is definitely not going to get made. Unless by some wild chance, which I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. No, we do not have any of those. And this is not making them because it's lacking a large number of items. The pain, eh? Is lacking both. The graphene, and do we have graphene on the logistics network? No, we do not. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's good. We're not really going fast. Oh, hello, Dark Fog. Welcome to your attack zone. Okay. We need to come over here. Put graphene. No, we don't. We need to come here again. And put a receiver here for graphene. Now the question is that going to kickstart? It is going to kickstart. Now don't provide. I want you to build up. Well, luckily we do have plenty of some things. Oh goodness, are we running out of... Oh boy. Yeah, we really are in the pain point. We're running out of silicon. I suspect. Let's have a look over at our volcanic planet. We might need to just... We probably need to tap another silicon ore vein. It's probably only the one. Alright, that is a bit of an ouch. Luckily we do have a little bit of that. We don't have much of this. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, we've run out of silicon pretty much. Okay. Now, to protect this planet, possibly something here. Do I slap it straight on the North Pole? Let's have a look at our options. Where is our particle containers? We are not going to have many of these. At least that's making them at a decent rate now. Low, but still making them. And we've just run out of purple sides. Yep. That said, technology has run out as well, so that's purple. Purple. We need those for gravity matrix anyway. Can make that. Don't care about that. Do we care about that? We haven't even got to the part of doing Mark IIs, which is a bit sad really, and we're not going to because we've run out of processors. This is going to be very painful bit of jumping around here. We are almost in a death spiral because I was not paying much attention. Alright, to our silicon. Can do those. What about upgrades? That's green. Green. We could do that. Do we need to? No. Yes, I think I would rather have that. Cannot do that. That. Can do that. Not really a priority. And that's green. There's no point to doing that really. No, I suppose there is a point. Alright, let's save again. So it's B this time. Let us make, what do we need for these? Steel, Alright. There was one, was it here? Making steel? No? Strange. Oh, yes, there you are. Thought there was somewhere. Let's just grab about 500 odd. Turbines, we do have plenty of those. So, That was a bit of a slip. I should have just grabbed the whole lot. Now, supermagnetic rings. We have those over here coming into here. Hopefully we have quite a few. Now, perfection. Well, not quite, but enough to keep us going. 20 will definitely protect an entire planet, and we don't really need to protect an entire planet. Let's take another 80 or so. And we run out of steel. Oop, come on, quantum chip, get off the screen. How many do we have? 27 and already built 10. 26 and already built 10. That's 36. Can we get another 4? And then we'll leave it at that. Where are we? Four it is. Alright, everything else can now go back where it belongs. Where is that steel? Oh, I can't put you back there. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? Should be able, I can put you back there. And I should be able to put you back there with no issues. And tell you to distribute again, so you can make us some more in the way of ILSs. 100 there, 64 there. Should be easy enough. And if I remember rightly, those all go into here until this is backed up. So, do I put it here? Or do we put it up here? It's been a while since I've done this. I think we put it here-ish. Probably about there. Next one. from memory, I'll probably have to drop one right in the middle up the top, which is not a hardship. So I think the next one is probably about here. Oops, needs more foundation. Right here, just pull it up. Actually. Perfect. And we can see that coming there. Yep, we need another one over here somewhere. And probably one on the pole as well. What's our current location out of interest? 143 east. Around here. What's happened there? Oh, I had the F11 by accident. Actually, these three might... no, they won't. I need to put another one there. Most likely. Just to stop the fog from landing in that area. Alright. Get on to it. Probably here ought to do us. Not even there. Just do it about here. Yeah, just to make sure that's covered and no dark fog can drop there. Okay, North Pole's done. Let's go down to the South Pole and start having a look-see. Dropped you there-ish, so how about here? Big day for a start. I want to put one there too, or just chuck in some... and a few windmills. All the preparation, eh? Let's see. Now we're charging up. Yep, that part's safe. The dark fog won't land anywhere where there's stuff. So let's go find the next one, which will be probably... no, not there. Let's see. Might be easier if I just fly there. Let's have a look at the build grid. Used to be on this line. And we wanted about 120, which is probably somewhere around here. Pretty darn good estimation. 120 is here. Ish. Yeah, it'll do. Oops. That one's starting. It's a good thing we had plenty of power on this planet. Otherwise we would be struggling considerably. And we are still struggling considerably. Once it gets fully charged, it will be alright. Let's see. Probably over around here. Might be a little bit optimistic saying that. Westish. Let's have some about here. About here. And we are pretty much running out of time. Did not intend to take this long. Whoops. We'll have to put you there. On this particular video, so we'll just sort of go from there and see how things go. When you go up, you should cover that. And then this one should cover this lot quite easily and cover that. So while it's doing that, I will come up here . It's looking like it's time to start disassembling some things, isn't it? Okay, fill in a couple of gaps. How are we looking? Oh, that one's all right. This area might be a little more problematic. Let's have a look. Where was that other gap I saw? It could be over here. Yep, this one's quite a bit more problematic. We will fill it in for the moment and just decide that, yeah, that's good enough. Now let's get over here and see how our coverage is, and if it looks good we will call that a wrap for the day. Stick a pin in it. 1 hour and 14 minutes. Alright, let's see. North completely covered. Absolutely badass. Good. Good. South completely covered. Not quite completely covered. And that's as far as that's going to go, isn't it? Unless I slip another one in the middle. That one's alright. That one's all built up. Or I could just go shoving some more. I'll go shoving some more. It was here somewhere, wasn't it? I'll just come here and make certain. Don't even need to do that, really. Yeah, it's good when our purple science is running. Oops. Try again, don't go out of range. Out of range. And that covers the lot. Alright. We'll save that as 18 because that's where we are. Even if a good chunk of it was the strategy bit. Okay, we'll have another quick look. Yeah. It's probably like 2 veins. No, we've got some there. But yeah, it's probably like 2 veins and that's it. Which is kind of painful. Do we actually need anything here? Is anything here? No, it isn't. Requesting silicon plate, which is good because we don't want it to. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Cheers and enjoy.